Hi, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. My name is PAMA and you're welcome to the channel. If you're new, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're not G, you know how we do it. Thank you so much for coming back. So today we are talking about 10 food to avoid or reduce during this wonderful journey that's pregnancy. So if you are expecting mother or you are just watching to be curious, you are just curious about it, and or maybe you are watching to educate somebody, yeah, stick and stay and let's dive right into the video. Alright, so the first one I want to talk about is raw seafood or undercooked seafood. So in as much as fish, for example, can be a fantastic source of omega-3 fatty acid, which the body really needs, eating raw or undercooked fish or undercooked seafood may pose the risk of food-borne illness that may harm you, the mother, and the unborn child, or the developing fetus or the developing baby in you. So yeah, if you can stay away from undercooked food or undercooked seafood or raw seafood, that no matter the craving, try to at least, I think once in a it can't even be once in a while, because you may not know when there will be bacteria that's needed to be cooked or something. So yeah, try as much as possible to stay away from undercooked fish or raw seafood. The next one is raw egg, right? Some pregnancy cravings are so serious. Some may just break egg and then they will be eaten. But try as much as possible to stay away from raw egg and even raw cookie dough. Sometimes it will be mixed with raw egg, which has not been baked yet. But the scent and everything will be calling you and you'll be tempted to go and taste it. But then this raw egg or this raw cookie dough or anything that contains raw egg may contain some bacteria such as salmonella. I'll put the spelling on the screen, so you have to try as much as possible, no matter how the craving is, try as much as possible to stay away from anything that contains raw egg, because we want you to be safe and we want the baby to be safe. Okay. The next one is excess caffeine or caffeine in excess. Drinking too much caffeine. Once in a while it's okay. Drinking small quantity once in a while, once in a blue moon is okay. But then constant taking of, if your craving is caffeine, then try as much as possible to get rid of it. Try something else. Replace your craving with something, because too much caffeine, I don't have much evidence, but the little research I did says that too much caffeine during pregnancy may put you at the risk of miscarriage, especially within the first 3 months when miscarriage is very common. So yeah, try as much as possible to reduce the intake of any caffeine related products. The next one, which you and I know that you don't even have to go close to, is alcohol. When you are pregnant, you try as much as possible to stay away from alcoholic products or alcoholic beverages or anything that contains alcohol. This may pose a serious developmental issues and it may harm your baby in several ways, and even you, the mother, it may put you at several severe risk of so yeah, alcohol is a alcohol is a no-go area when you are pregnant. I don't want to say once in a don't do it, especially within the first 3 months of the pregnancy. You can't do it, and even within the first 6 months, so the baby is developing, so you can't go close to alcohol. You don't have to do alcohol. We want a safe, a sound, and a healthy baby, so no, don't go close to alcohol. The next thing I want to talk about is artificial sweetness and high sugar foods. Foods that contain a lot of sugar, or food that contains a lot of artificial flavors or artificial sweetness. So taking once in a while is fine. Cookies and those sweet stuff, once in a while is okay. Those artificial drinks, not really fruit juice, like artificial beverages. Even some fruit juice are mixed with artificial sugar and all sweetness and all that. So once in a while, if you are craving for it, it's okay. But then constantly taking those things may put you at the risk of gestational diabetes, like diabetes during pregnancy and other complications. So yeah, try as much as possible to reduce the intake of high sugar foods and artificial sweetness. So one of the vitamins you need as a pregnant person or as a pregnant woman is vitamin A. But then too much of everything, you and I know, is bad, right? So eating too much vitamin A rich food can cause birth defects. So food like liver, all the vitamin A rich food that are very rich in vitamin A, or even too much vitamin A supplements, can cause birth defects in the developing baby. So yeah, you try to reduce your vitamin A intake as much as possible. The next one, which you also know, is unwashed produce or unwashed foods. Sometimes you may be in the market or you'll be somewhere and then you are hungry, so you come across, let's say, apple, and you just want to just take and munch on it. But bro, if you can wash it, that will be very fine to, protect you against bacteria and any other germs or anything that may be around it. So try as much as possible to wash your vegetables and your fruits before you consume them. Even if they are in the fridge and you are taking them out, try as much as possible to, at this particular period, the least thing that affects your system affects the baby also. So yeah, you try as much as possible that anything you are taking in is quiet, clean, and hygienic. So unwashed foods is out. Don't do it. Don't, no matter how hungry you are, you just put rinse it a little bit and chew. That one, the bacteria may increase a little bit, but just taking it from the counter and eating it, or just taking it from the fridge and eating it, or like just receiving it from somewhere and eating it is a no-no. Try as much as possible to wash your vegetables and your produce, all your produce, vegetable, fruits, whatever, before you take them. So there are some fishes termed as high-mercury fishes, and then these fishes include shark, swordfish, tailfish, mackerel, and quite a couple of them. You should try as much as possible to stay away from this type of fishes, because mercury is known to affect a developing nervous system, so it may affect the baby. So you try as much as possible to reduce their intake. Mackerel, swordfish, shark, and all those things, try as much as possible to reduce their intake, just to be on the safer side. After 9 months, you can chew whatever you want to chew and you're okay. But then within this period, try as much as possible to stay away from this high mercury fishes. Okay. The last one I want to talk about is undercooked meat or deli meat. So undercooked, we first spoke about raw fish or raw seafood or undercooked seafood. It's the same thing. Undercooked meat may harbor bacteria such as toxoplasma and listeria. I'll leave the spelling on the screen. So this bacteria may harm you, the mother, and also the developing baby, and we don't want that. So you try as much as possible to cook your meat and cook it well. If it's blood you want to drink, you can't drink it because we are protecting the baby. So you make sure that the meat you are eating is very, very well cooked. Don't go for medium. Those who eat steak, they will be like, I want semi-cooked steak. No, bro. You are not on your own again. No, you are not on your own again. So you can't go for medium. Is it medium rare? And like they want to see the blood flowing through. Bro, no matter how your craving is, try as much as possible to stay away from this food I've mentioned. Raw egg, like maybe cookie dough or something that has raw egg in it, raw seafood or undercooked seafood, unwashed produce, all the things I've mentioned. Try as much as possible to, at least if you can't stay away totally. For alcohol, it's out, but some of them, if you can't stay away totally, you can reduce their intake. And we hope you have a safe journey. We hope you have, every pregnancy is different, every pregnancy is unique. So my craving may be different from your craving, this person's craving may be different from the other person's craving, but then we hope that none of these dangerous foods during this particular period or wonderful journey will be your craving, so that we have a healthy, sound, and a lively, baby that I may meet. You don't know who may meet who one day. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by the channel. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up so that it may reach whoever needs to see it. And our next video, we are going to talk about birth control options and the various birth control options you can go for. So yeah, stick and stay, and it's only when you subscribe that you see, and you put your post notification on, that you will see the next video when I post it. So yeah, make sure you do that before you leave the video. And thank you so much. My name is PAMA, and I'm out.